Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Mike Strong with Black Tree TV, sitting right here with Paul Wall. Now, first question, my man, I gotta ask you. Number one, how much is the smile worth today, my man?
Right here we got 15 carats in there. We got 85 in this, so we got 100 carats right here dedicated to the evolution of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Now, hence the tape. Now, we don't even rock tapes no more. We see you rocking CDs, you know? And so,
This right here, man, this is my favorite DJ Screw tape of all time, Who's Next with Plex. And this is the first mixtape I ever rapped on, Chopping Them Up Part 2. So I did my own little tribute right here, man. I had to represent.
so it's safe to say that you've been a part of the evolution of hip hop. So let me ask you this. 1988, what was Paul Wall doing?
Man, I was 7 years old, you know what I'm saying, probably second, third grade, you know, I don't even, you know what I'm saying, and loving hip-hop, you know, as it grew, you know, as I became familiar with it, you know what I'm saying, as I got a little older. You know, when I was that age, my mom was listening to, like, Sade, a lot of old Motown stuff like that, Smokey Robinson, those types, you know, artists, you know what I'm saying, but, as hip-hop kind of made its way down to Texas, man, I used to grow up listening to Ghetto Boys, UGK, and, you know, Screwed Up Click, so, you know, the Screw tapes was our way of listening to our local Texas artists. You know, on the radio, we'd hear predominantly West Coast music in Texas, and then on TV, on Young TV raps, and we'd always see, you know, predominantly East Coast artists. So when we was in Texas, we listening to Screw tapes, listening to the Texas artists. So that was where our pride was. You know, we love DJ Screw, so that's why even though DJ Screw's passed on, his legacy lives on, and people love him so much because he gave Texas artists an avenue to be able to put out their music.
That's very true, and we can honestly say that you've been a part of a big movement, definitely with the South. You know, one thing we want to know right now, with the evolution, what is pretty much our audience wants to know. What do you think about this new evolution? Where do you think hip hop is at right now?
It's changed a lot from where it started, and it's funny because every time there's constantly a new wave of artists, new wave of rappers, and a lot of the older rappers don't like the new rappers, and this has happened time and time again, where there's a new wave and the old artists wanted to stay the same, new artists trying to do new things. So I was probably one of the artists that, you know, the artists before me, they might didn't like my style, but you know, me personally, I'm a fan of hip hop in general. See how far it's come when people used to say it was gonna die off and rap was gonna fade away, and you know, rap wasn't real music, and now it's dominating the Grammy Awards. You know, with the categories, you see Artist of the Year, Record of the Year is dominated by rap artists. You know what I'm saying? And you see artists like, you know, CeeLo Green, he's still a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So to see a rapper doing this thing like that, branching off, switching his style up, and then you see Black Eyed Peas. You know what I'm saying? They're a rap group, so you know they represent for hip hop all the way. So I love it, man. And then you got the newer artists, the new school artists, especially in Houston. There's a new cat named Kurt Cobain. He just got signed to Warner Brothers. He's got one of the new school type of styles, where, you know, and I love, you know, how he's switching it up and changing it up and still representing for H-Town.
Most definitely. Last question. Now, what can we find Paul Wall on right now? Like, what should we be looking out for?
Man, hit me up on Twitter at Paul Wall Baby. Here on my website, paulwallbaby.com. I just dropped a new mixtape. It's called Politics as Usual. Getting ready to start working on a new album, maybe come out later on this year, maybe next year. Hey, what it do is Paul Wall chilling with Black Tree Media already.